This runs back to Mesopotamia, where Anu handed down the tablets of destiny from planet heaven. He handed down the tablets and the crown and the scepter, the priesthoods, the pope, and the kings. You can read it right here. Stone of Scone. It's the most revered symbol of Scottish monarchy. The scone, the stone of destiny. It's the Stone of Scone, pronounced scone. Scone is an. I was pronouncing it wrong. Imagine that. It has a fascinating history and will be positioned underneath the coronation chair of King Charles. I've covered this, but it seems like people think I hate God because I know history. And here we go with the Mesopotamian tablets of destiny and all that. Ancient ceremony, preparations to bring in the Stone of Scone, all that. This is actually from the UK Parliament. So it really happened. Now, as far as the Crown Vatican DC Corporation goes, that was established 1871 with the DC Organic Act. It began with the Treaty of Ghent, actually, Ghent, Sweden, after they burned down the White House in 1814. Gave the crown the finance. Now, this is talk about Zionists. Zionists are not Hebrew. They are of the Jewish religion, but they're converts, basically from the Caucasus Mountain region. And it goes on and tells us about how the agreement with Nazi Germany in 1933 to get the persecuted Jews out of Germany. They were buying stake in Palestine. And the British government did the Balfour Declaration, which after World War II, I mean, it tells you what happened. All right, they made Israel inside Palestine. It was literally a nation. They had Palestine in the. Let's do this. Palestine.
According to Wikipedia, Palestine is represented on the International Olympic Committee by the Palestine Olympic Committee, which has sent teams to compete at each Summer Olympics since 1996 under the IOC country code PLE.
Now they've been in there forever. They are a nation, and they're a recognized nation. They have been for 1,000 years. In Israel, what they call Israel. Now the Jews were there 1,000 years ago, but they left the area, and it became mostly Arab. The Hebrews that lived there, they lived there in peace with the Arabs for fucking 1,000 years. And then the crown moved in and did what they did, put the Zionists in there. They were associated with the fucking Nazis and helping Hitler and sending funds through the crown, etc. This is all history. It doesn't, I don't, the Muslim god is Nanar Sin. He's the moon god. The fucking Hebrew god is Yahweh, the AKA Enlil. He's the storm god, the fucking Mesopotamian turtle god, the 13-month calendar. He was adopted by Hebrew, the second people that were made as a group there. The original dark-haired people, they called them. And they were under the same thing. I mean, it's like Abraham came from the city of Ur, the capital of Mesopotamia. Abraham was born in the city of Ur, capital of Mesopotamia. Abraham was born in the capital of Ur. Okay. Abraham said to have been born in the capital of Mesopotamia. I mean, it's fucking history. Abrahamic religions come directly out of here. And that's where it all originated, with Enlil and Enki. And they're just, go look at Gilgamesh, man. It'll give you a really good version of what the hell happened back there. A lot better than I can. Do your homework. I'm showing you things that are actual history. If you don't know about them, then that's your deal. Now, the Roman Catholic Church got their hands on all this shit. And then we got the Jesuit oath, Jesus cult. And then I've made this one. You can go look at the Jesuit oath and all that. But or you should read it. It's fucking insane. They talk about fucking smashing baby heads. And it's like, you're kidding me, you know? I mean, you go right to the fucking right to the fucking source and read your Jesuit oath. I it's right there. Plain English. Read it. It's hideous. That's how Jesus got introduced to the world. They burned people at the cross. They fucking smashed baby heads in the wall. They killed and murdered anybody and everybody that didn't believe in Jesus, and blaspheme and all that good stuff. It's the most hideous bloodbath on the planet between Nanar Sin and fucking Enlil. It's crazy what we've been doing, and it's all traceable. It's also undeniable. It's a thing. So now let's go to the Texas cattle and how many cattle there are. Read about how many cattle there are. 280 million people going to live on that, right? Just a few million cows, and they have graphs showing where they look at where we're at. Why? You have to ask yourself. Because the grain's been dying. We've proven this, going around for years now, filming the dead corn. Then, because we fucking read the cuneiform, we're not stupid. We knew Ninja Gita was up in Michigan digging fucking ore. Guess what? Ninja Gita is tough. And there's your Enuma Elise on the side of a feathered serpent with its plume. This one has hearts and diamonds and squares and circles and all kinds of little shapes in garnet surrounded by diamond in peridot with the flower pattern in it. See the flower pattern that makes up the matrix? Just repeated. Same one in the jadeite. That's from a magnetron. The shit was made with pure silica, calcium carbonate, a little bit of mercury, and then shot with a magnetron. There's planet Heaven on the sun disk. See the eyeball here? All these little plumes are planets on that sun. And it takes Earth from heaven, heaven from Earth, just like the pre-Genesis. It also has a square one on here I can't really see very well. It's very detailed in the hieroglyphics. But it's got trinitite all over it. And there's the third sun in question with a whole bunch of plumes. Everybody's all like, oh, planet Nibiru. The planet's name was Planet Heaven. And it's Nibiru means planet of crossing. It crosses the ecliptic. every other day on the record. It's Planet Heaven. Here's in Lil's 13-month calendar flipper, and we covered that one yesterday. God, it doesn't want to really detail when my camera is having issues. There's your Phoenix right there with the wings on either side of them. And inside the wing, there's a scorpion tail over here with the scorpion body over here. Turn it over. There's your twins and the pregnant lady. It's a front flipper. Tuna clawed turtle. Here's your head. Now, does it make sense? Holy shit. Yeah, so that's in Lil. He ran around with the Canaanites, the people that can't grow hair on their face, and murdered everybody over here. And that's why we've come over here and found nobody that can grow hair on their face. Because in Lil and the Canaanites murdered everybody already before we got here. Remember? No, you don't. So you think it was an Indian aggression? No, we've been doing this to each other for fucking centuries. It's time to fucking stop. We're doing it for the same people. And we're calling them gods. And we're fucking over here doing hideous shit to each other. And we're denying truth and fact and fucking physical proof that this shit exists. We found those temples. Not just the feathered serpents. We got a fucking truck size one of these. The Ottawa Federation of Tribes is out there in Hastings, Michigan, finishing the dig that we started. They had lost this shit because of the Jesuits had come in, didn't like the cross on the snakehead, and fucking made them break all of them and bury the truck size ones underneath the rubble. Guess what? I have footage of every goddamn minute of fucking digging this shit up for weeks right here on this channel. You want to fucking debate, you go look at fucking what we got. Or you're just a fucking bold-faced liar. And that's real good Christian. God dang.